Good morning. I have been pondering freedom. It's something that has been, a player in my life for quite a while. But, a couple of years ago, or even probably 6 months ago, people would ask me, what does freedom mean to you? And to me, it was, having the money to do what I want, to have the nice car, to buy the house, to travel, and yes, that's a type of freedom. But there's a freedom even more deep inside of us that wants to be revealed. And of course, that freedom is the freedom to be completely ourselves. Now, there's different degrees of being the self as well. But I read the analogy, a rock, if you put it at the top of a steep hill, it's going to roll all the way down. And it's going to hit against things and it's going to keep on going. And some might say that's freedom because nothing can stop it. That rock is going to find its own path from the top all the way to the bottom. But is it really freedom? You think that rock is unstoppable, but it also doesn't have a mind of its own. It's going downhill. It's at the whim of gravity. What if it finds something it adores on the way down? It can't stop itself. It can't climb back up. And, a lot of us, we think we are living our dream, but actually we're just living our programming. We might be a certain personality and we live from that personality, not realising that we can change it. Back to the analogy of the stone, we find a nice smooth stone and we say, oh, what a beautiful stone. It might be a certain crystal, but it looks good, it feels smooth, it feels delicious. And we think how beautiful it is. But really, that stone isn't representing its whole self. It's been tumbled or washed or polished until all its rough edges are gone. And isn't it those jagged pieces that make each of us individual? Isn't it, the uniqueness of each rock in its natural form really the epitome of what that rock is? And, I am sure I've got, hello Tammy, hello Joan, I'm sure I've got things about me that other people dislike. We can't ever like everybody in the world. Sorry, everyone in the world can't like us, and vice versa. There are always going to be things that upset people or people don't like about ourselves. But isn't being free, being yourself fully expressed, anywhere where I hold back, I'm not allowing myself the freedom to be me. Everywhere where I'm careful what I do and what I say and how I present myself, then I'm holding back parts of myself. And I don't mean, to go out and be rude or to embarrass people or force ideas of mine on anybody else, because that's not being authentic either. That's encroaching on somebody else's space. But freedom really is, being unashamedly who I am. It's, and these are marked by our fears. Whenever we go to say something and we stop ourselves, whenever we go to do something and we're held back by a self-consciousness, or, we feel out of our depth. Yeah, they've got to be listened to, but it's worth looking at what's underneath those things, because for me, a lot of the times when I held back, it was self-confidence. It was feeling that I wasn't worthy as I am. It was feeling like I wasn't good enough, or it was fear that I would be judged, and freedom is not caring what other people think. Freedom is being yourself. And if someone dislikes you, being okay with that. A lot of us, especially me, in the past, I set out to be liked by everybody. I figured if I could be liked, then that proved that there was something about me that was good, that was adorable, that was okay. My confidence was dependent on what other people thought of me. And now it's completely up to me. Yes, sometimes I still do get upset by what other people say, especially if they're important people in my life. But hello Debbie, the more we can actually just realise that whatever the other person thinks is about them, it's not about us, then we can go on. As long as we are being truly in integrity and authentic with ourselves, and that is always coming from the place of love. It can't be anything else, because our true self is love. So, our guidance system is always telling us when we're being authentic and when we're not. And it's all comes back to, our mind, because it's because of the beliefs and things that we've adopted that we've even created our personality. But when we can say and act and do things that really open our heart, really feel exciting, then that's when we're displaying our truth. And that's where I'm working towards, being in the world, of the world. I am the world, but not holding back, not being upset by someone else's opinion, being fully expressed as me, as the love that I truly am, in my own unique way, in my own unique frequencies, and sharing that and being that, and if other people resonate, that's awesome. And if other people don't resonate, which they will, then that's awesome too. It's just showing the diversity and the uniqueness of us all. So, I don't want to be a polished stone. I don't want my edges knocked off. Because those edges, even though they look jagged and sharp to some, are what makes me me. So find plenty to appreciate about you, about your world, and have a beautiful day. Much love. Bye for now.